Hey, and welcome to Computer Station, the penultimate level of Knee Deep in the Dead, and in my opinion, one of the best levels in Ultimate Doom. And I'm going to go through why I think that is as we take down all these enemies here. We'll take down the zombie man there. The first thing I have to say, I love this opening. I think that for level 7 in Knee Deep in the Dead, I like the ambush at the start of the level here because it sets the tone for the level. And I think it tests the player's strength pretty well. Most players will have come into this level with weapons from the previous level, so they'll be more than able to take all this on. What I love about Computer Station is that it's got a nice open design, so there's multiple ways you can go to explore. You can look ahead in a level like this. We can take down these imps long before we're going to actually face them down in person. You can see that secret over there, which is pretty nice. You can see further into the level than you can in most of the other levels. Like here, for example, you can shoot these guys, or you can just leave them and face them later on. And that's one of the things I like about this level. It's the fact that it's designed in such a way that there are choices. You can even see way ahead to where we'll be getting the red key much later on. So it's very nice design, this. We'll take down these guys here. As you can see, there's a bunch of shotgunners outside. This is kind of reminiscent of E1M1, where you can see outside to the blue armor, and the player's kind of left wondering, well, how do I get that invisibility? That's one thing I really like about this level. This level acts as a really nice test for the player, and sort of makes them use all the skills that they've been acquiring throughout Knee Deep in the Dead, which I think is really important. So you come into this room, for example. There's all these enemies around here, but you can also hear other enemies, and then you can see the feet walking past that little gap up there, so they can shoot down on you, and you've got to kind of go out your way to take them out. So it creates like this threat that's always looming, and that's one thing I think this level really has going for it. There's always a sense of threat in this level, that something could shoot you or get you from out of the corner that you're not really looking at. But the good thing here is we can use this vantage point here to take out the shotgunners. But this level is also very generous with weapons. So we've already picked up a rocket launcher here. We'll be picking up a chain gun in a second. But what I love about this room is it's such a big room, but at the same time it's overlooked by so many different enemies. Through that window up there, through that window there, through the walkway that we need to pass through there, and as you can see there's a bunch of enemies making their way towards us. So this becomes a very fun flashpoint where you kind of got enemies coming at you from all directions. I like that this level just isn't super linear. I think it's cool that there's a lot of different branching pathways you can take that lead you to nice secrets. All of the secrets in this one, I think, apart from the chainsaw one, which is in that wall there, are worthwhile. Even coming here for the rockets is a good idea. And you can use this window there to shoot out into the exit corridor there, which is what I'm going to do here. And if you drop down here, there's a chain gun. So, and if you drop into the other side on the in the toxic, you can pick up a blue armor and soul sphere, which we will be doing in a bit. But it's really cool that, like, for example here, you can look out and see where the blue key is, and you can take out these imps long before you even need to. I think it makes this level seem a lot more dense than it would do otherwise. Imagine if all these windows weren't here, and these were just like solid rooms. It wouldn't be half as impressive. But because you can look back into previous areas, and you can look forward into areas you've yet to explore, and you can shoot enemies in there, it just makes the level just feel like a more real place, in my opinion. It feels like an actual installation. Plus, I don't think it's boring. I think one of the problems with some of the weaker levels in Ultimate Doom is that some of the levels are just kind of boring to explore because you kind of get lost, you kind of end up backtracking on yourself. Some of the levels in the Shores of Hell, in my opinion, kind of fall into that category of they're not super fun to explore, whereas this one kind of has a lot of tricks up its sleeve to try and keep the level interesting. Like, for example, here, these enemies have wandered out into the level, so we can at least take these guys on. And also there's the secrets over here, so for people who are exploring, like, you can pick up a full map there. That'll tell you where most of the secrets are. You can head up here, which, you know, grab some rocket ammo, that's not going to hurt. We've hit that switch, that'll lower the chainsaw later on in the level. We can grab blue armor. I do like this pain floor. It's not too large, it's not forced on the player. That's there for players who are willing to explore. Another monster closet here. I always thought there was more monster closets on this level, but not so much, sadly. But you can see there are enemies piling into the level. It's not overbearingly obnoxious, it's just enough of a challenge, I think, to say, hey, you should be at this level to be able to get, if you want to go and face the barons in the next level. So what I like about this area in particular is that you can see into this dark room here full of monsters, and you can't go to the left there because the door's locked. So you can either take on those monsters through the window, or you can just sort of wander around here and shoot. I also kind of like this ambush at the end of the level. A bunch of monsters here kind of acting as like a final meat barrier between you and the level exit. So if you just wanted to, you could blast through there. You'd probably get hit by some of the shotgunners from outside, who we're now going to go and deal with. But putting shotgunners outside means that the players are always kind of on their toes, expecting something to happen. That's one thing I think this level does really well. There's a load of monsters who make it very tense when you're wandering around, because a lot of the time you don't know where a lot of those monsters are, so you're kind of constantly on edge. When you play this level as much as I have, like, it's not that much of a problem, but I do like that there's just so many little spaces where monsters are hidden and they can just chip away at your health. It makes the level feel a lot more tense for newcomers. We'll also grab this chainsaw just for completion's sake. But it's just nice. It's just nice to have a level that sort of leans back on itself, leans around, and it has fun with the windows. But yeah, that's the end of the level. Computer Station is definitely one of my favourite Ultimate Doom levels, without doubt. I think definitely very highly rated by me. I think it's the best penultimate level in Ultimate Doom, and I think the challenge offered up here is enough of a test for new players, just to make sure they're ready for that Baron fight in the next level. Really, really strong level in my opinion. I am guessing most people might disagree with me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Thanks for watching.